Toy Story just celebrated its 30th anniversary, and Toy Story 5 is now out in theaters. I started this theory 6 years ago. The year was 2020, and my daughter was going through her Toy Story phase. We watched the 4 movies, 14 shorts, over 10 hours of content. We watched it all. Then I noticed something. Woody and the gang, while they mean well, actually make life worse for a lot of the humans. These are the top 5 lives ruined by the toys of Toy Story. Number 5. Axel, the carnival worker. Toy Story 4. In Toy Story 4, Buzz finds himself tied to the prize wall of a carnival game, and at the end of the movie, Woody and Buzz free all the toys. At the same time, Axel's just listening to his music, and it looks like each toy costs the carnival probably about $1 to $1.50. So we can estimate the carnival probably lost a few $100s, and that could have been an entire paycheck. But since most carnivals charge per game, they could have lost 2 or 3 times more. That's why I think Axel actually got fired over this incident. Imagine having to tell your supervisor that your inventory came alive and walked off. Since most people don't know about the toys being alive, employers would think you're stealing or cheating and giving them to the kids. And that can sometimes mean termination. Woody and the gang are totally inconsiderate about how their actions could potentially impact the humans. But Axel is totally capable and could easily find another job. Maybe at Pizza Planet or the Public Works. At least Axel isn't getting arrested. Number 4. Bonnie's dad. Toy Story 4. Also in Toy Story 4, the toys are trying to delay Bonnie's family and buy more time for Woody. But what stands out here is Disney's decision to include police officers into this story. This inclusion is saying the toys are causing so much chaos driving the car, the police have been called. Also, real quick, who called the police? Imagine if it was the toys.
Dad's totally going to jail.
What is Bonnie's dad supposed to say? The car is malfunctioning, but every shop is going to say there's nothing wrong with the car. Also, suppose he was arrested. Between bail fees to get out of jail and the impound fees to get the RV back, that could have totaled in the $10,000 range, especially if there were also any legal costs. But at least he was let off with a warning, and no one got into a fight, like in Toy Story 2. Number 3, the drivers on the road. Toy Story 2. This is the inspiration for this video. I've watched this scene so many times. Toy Story 2 is my favorite of the franchise, and during the scene where the toys cross the street, they cause a lot of damage. From the cars that crash, the truck that jackknives, the poles that fall, and let's zoom and enhance if you missed. Any potential medical costs and legal fees after these two finish fighting could bring the total damage caused by the toys to around $100,000 by today's standards.
Good job, troops. We're that much closer to Woody.
But how oblivious are these toys? I guess I shouldn't put it past the toys to misunderstand how roads work. Also, now for the 3rd time, what are these poor people gonna say? I saw some cones move, then the toys popped out and walked over to a toy store? You'd sound like a crazy person if you saw your toys come alive. Number 2. Sid. Toy Story. Woody's worst choice. I get why people cheered and we did the whole falling with style thing, but revealing the biggest secret to a child? I mean, the toys don't have a council, right? Like a council of toys? That's what they had in Hoppers. Anyway, you can see it right here. Woody reveals,
So play nice.
Sid screams, and his sister bullies him. But much like everyone else in this list, what are people gonna think? My toys attacked me and came alive? This reminds me a lot of Sarah Whittle from Jumanji. In that movie, her friend gets sucked into a board game and she reveals she had a lot of therapy to get through her trauma. And it seems like Sid also recovered from his trauma as well. We see him with his iconic skull shirt at the landfill at the end of Toy Story 3, complete with a steady and reliable job in sanitation. But seriously, in the film that sets the rules for the universe, Woody exposes every toy in plain sight. And over the next 30 years, there are many more humans affected. So, before we talk about number 1, let's look at a few honorable mentions. Bonnie's mom. After Rex destroys the bathroom in Partysaurus Rex, we see the plumbing company outside of their house. Hopefully the damage was minimal. This Pizza Planet employee, they literally steal a car. And those cones are probably the cones they use to cross the street. The owner of the motel. At the end of this made-for-TV special, Toy Story of Terror, we find out the owner is secretly selling toys his pet iguana finds and returns to him. This is no accident, as the iguana rings a bell, signaling he has been trained to sneak into motel rooms and retrieve toys for his owner to sell online. We even see he has an elaborate system set up, allowing him to quickly sell the toys he finds. After getting exposed, we realize that the toys mess up the lives of everyone. From loving parents like Bonnie's mom and dad, to general bystanders like the Toy Story 2 drivers and Axel, as well as the humans, who are also the biggest villains. This takes us to number 1. Al the Chicken Man from Toy Story 2. I said it earlier, Toy Story 2 is my favorite movie, and after all, I'm also a collector. I don't take my Funko Pops out of their boxes. After acquiring Woody in the first place, Woody decides selfishly to ignore a life of luxury and constant admiration by fans in a Japanese museum, and instead he chooses to go back with what you could say are his friends and family. But the sad part is, this now appears to have affected Al's business. We see him sad at the end of Toy Story 2, and we also see an ad in Hopper's advertising deals that suggests since losing out on the Japan deal, Al has really suffered financially. Considering how rare that set was, and how he's willing to pay $2,000 to buy Woody back from the motel manager in Toy Story of Terror, the Japan deal was probably worth millions. Unlike Axel, who might have lost a part-time job, Al could have lost his whole business, all because the toys just wanted to be played with. Now that's my list. Do you feel like the toys were actually in the wrong for any of these examples? Who do you feel bad for? Let me know in the comments down below.